Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. Today we'll be cooking a super easy Hainanese beef noodles. So let's start cooking. We are proud to announce our collaboration with Pots and Pans Culinary Studio. Our local Chinese delight course features 10 of our dearest recipes for you to learn hands-on at Pots and Pans Culinary Studio. The experienced trainers here at Pots and Pans are prepped and ready to share with you the offline experience of our dishes. Join us in our exclusive local Chinese delight culinary course. Sign up with the link below or scan our QR code. See you there. Now we will start to prepare the soup. I have with me over here ready-made beef stock, 2 liters of it. You can easily get ready-made beef stock from any major supermarket. Turn on the flame to medium first. We need to enhance the flavor of the beef soup. We are going to add in 1 piece of bay leaf. Also add in 1 piece of cinnamon bark about the size of your pinky finger and 1 small piece of star anise. Add in also 1 tablespoon of white peppercorn. I'm also adding in 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, as well as 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. Give it a light stir. We'll wait for this to come to a boil, then we'll turn the heat down to low and simmer this for about 15 minutes to let the flavor seep into the soup. I'll see you back in a while. While waiting for our soup to be ready, let's prepare our beef. I have with me over here 480 grams of beef chuck tender. We just need to remove the white membrane first. These are very tough, so try your best to remove them. Just pinch it up a little bit and just do it this way. Just pull it up and using your sharp knife, just slice it like this. You can keep this and put it into the soup to boil to give it a more beefy flavor, but do not serve this. This is very tough. And so we try to remove all the membranes and I'll show you the next step after this. Once you have removed most of the membrane, we'll start to slice them up thinly. Always remember to cut against the grain, right? You can see the grain going this way, so we'll cut this way. But as this is quite a big chunk of beef, I'm going to slice them into half first. And then cut them. Now, prepare a bowl of water. We are going to soak this in water and rinse it a few times because we don't want our soup to be too cloudy. Just slice it as thinly as you can. If you want it to be easier to slice, you can actually put it in the freezer for approximately half an hour to an hour time so that it's actually more solid, but for me it's fine. So just slice as thinly as possible, right? And then just put them aside like this, and later we'll just rinse them in water and soak them in water. I've been simmering the soup for about 20 minutes. Now all we have to do is just remove all these spices first. Now we will start to blanch our beef. As you can see, I've been soaking my beef in the water for quite some time and there's some blood residue over here. Right, this is what we want to achieve. Use a colander, place the beef on top. Use as much beef as you want or as little, depending on how much you actually love beef. We just need to cook it until we no longer see any pink on the beef. This will just take a very short while. Right, it's almost done. These Hainanese beef noodles can be served in dry form with gravy or in soup. Once this is done, we'll set the beef aside and I'll show you how I prepare the gravy. Before I make the gravy from the soup, I'm just going to add in a few beef balls. You can add this in if you want. You just blanch them for a minute or so. This will add a little bit more variety to your noodles. The beef balls are done. I'll remove them from the soup. And I will also remove half the soup, which is approximately 1 liter, to another pot to make the gravy. In another pot, we'll pour in the 1 liter of soup. This is to make the gravy. Turn on the heat. I'm using medium heat now. We just need to bring this to a boil. The gravy has to be a little bit more savoury as compared to the soup, so we're adding in another tablespoon of oyster sauce. To darken the color, I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. If it's not dark enough, I'll add in another half a tablespoon. You can adjust the darkness to your preference. To balance up the taste, I'm adding in half a teaspoon of sugar. We need to bring this to a boil and we'll thicken it up with potato starch solution, or if you don't have potato starch, cornstarch solution. Once the gravy starts to boil, turn down the heat to low and slowly add in your cornstarch solution, or in my case, I use potato starch solution. Drizzle it in slowly and stir it constantly. The reason I'm using potato starch is because it gives you a better consistency and it's brighter, as you can see, right? It's very, very bright, very, very nice, and it will not turn watery in a short time. So it's perfect for making thick gravy like this. So this is our gravy, very, very thick. This is something that I need. Okay, so we'll set this aside. We'll start to blanch our noodles and we'll put our dish together. Now we'll blanch some noodles for our Hainanese beef noodles. I have with me over here thick vermicelli or thick rice vermicelli, which is traditionally used, and also yellow noodles, which I really love. If you do not have this, you can use the thin vermicelli or even kway teow. In a pot of boiling water, add in some bean sprouts. How much depending on how you like them. If you do not like bean sprout, you don't need to add them. Add in your noodles. And we just need to blanch them for approximately 10 to 15 seconds. All we want to do is just for the noodles to be heated up. Now that they are heated up, we remove them from the hot water and place them on our serving bowl. I'll continue to blanch my other noodles and I'll show you how I assemble them in a while. So these are all the things I'm going to add to my noodles. I have with me over here the beef that we blanched, the beef balls, the salted sour vegetables which I've rinsed a few times so that it's not so salty, Chinese parsley or coriander chopped, and a little bit of sesame oil, and of course white pepper. For the salted sour vegetables as well as the Chinese parsley or coriander, these two are optional. They are not deal breaker. If you don't need to add them in. If you have it, good to add. So just put a few slices or how much of this beef that you want onto your noodles. As much or as little, really up to you. A little bit of the beef balls. I'm going to put in 4. Now all we have to do is just add the gravy in first. Oh, look at how thick this is. This is going to be so delicious. Add a little bit of the condiments. Sesame oil. And a few dashes of white pepper. Your dried beef noodles are done, and you will serve this with a small bowl of soup. Now we'll make the soup version. Same thing, pile it up with the beef. This dish is really easy, and for the same amount of money, actually you can make a lot more bowls as compared to what you can get outside. Add in the soup. And now it's time for our lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. The aroma is crazily good. I've always loved Hainanese beef noodles, especially the dry one with gravy. This is going to be so good. Insanely good. Exactly how they sell it outside. This is really, really good. And as you can see, it's super simple to put together this dish. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching, and now it's time to cook. See you. Bye bye. Wow, 香哎。